In this video, we're going to show you some details of how to use Excel, because in Assignment 2, I'm asking you to put in scroll bars and combo boxes and an index selector, and you might not know how to do that. So let's just clean these things off here. I've already done it once. We can cut them that way. And you're like, oh, why are you doing all that? And we'll also get rid of that information. Okay, so we'll build this up. So we want to have a scroll bar for the torque and diameter. Now, when you open the windows, this here option, developer, may not be here. So the first thing we need to do is go to File, Options, you go to Customize Ribbons, and make sure that the Developer tab is actually clicked. Okay, so with the Developer tab clicked, then the Developer tab will show up here, because it controls the information, or it has the scroll bars. So now we'll go into Insert, Scroll Bars, and we want to put a scroll bar right here for the torque. That looks about good there. Okay, and you notice that there's 6 dots around this thing right now. So right now we can modify it. So we can right click, Format Controls, and then we'll go in here and we got to pick some reasonable numbers. So let's say the minimum torque would be 100, the maximum torque, let's say 6,000 or 600 if it's like a real beast, and we'll do steps of 10. Okay, and the link cell, we want this to be the cell that we're going to actually modify. Okay, now we can click OK. And now you see that if we have to click outside of it and click back in. But if we click on these here, the number on the torque will actually go up. Okay, so we want it to be up to, we can also type in here 380, and it'll also change that. So either way, by using the scroll here or by using the numbers, we actually can change it. Okay, so the RPM, we also want to do that same. So we do the Insert, Scroll, and we go here and we select the area where we want that scroll. There we go. Right click, Format Controls, minimum value, let's say 1000 RPM, right? Maximum value, maybe 6,000 in case it's got like an insane engine, and steps of 100, and the length is going to be your engine speed. Okay, there's that. Now, so those, we'll just check to make sure that works. Yep, it works fine. The next thing is a combo box. Okay, so then you pick the gears. So here we have a table set up to show the gear number and then the ratio, corresponding ratio for that gear. But then here we're going to put in a combo box. So go to Insert again, and we see combo box. So we're going to put that, hold down the mouse key and drag so that area is selected. And now we can format the controls. So the input range, we want to be able to select from 1 to 6. That's the input range. And then the link cell will be actually here. Okay, so then that way when we change the number here, it'll change over there. Okay, let's see if that works. We go here and we select a 2, and it puts 2 there. We select a 5, and it puts a 5 there. Okay, and then the last thing is that number, we want to actually, like if it's a, 5 is a sort of a funny one, 3. Okay, so if we're selecting gear 3, we want a 1.69 to show up in here, and we want that to do that automatically. Okay, so there's a formula called index that we can use for that. So Insert, Index, we search for that, we find it, and then, and we use the first option of the index. Okay, so that it tells us what we're going to look for here. So the array that we're going to use is going to be these. Okay? Because these are the numbers that we choose. The row number is going to be from here. And we won't worry about the column number. It's just a single dimensional. Okay, so there we go. Now when we choose number 3, it pulls the 3 from here, and then this index actually pulls that number. So let's try with the 6. See, now the 6, it actually pulls the 6 from there. And there we go. Now you can do those functions in Excel. Now all these other ones here, you're going to have to figure out, you're going to have to do the math on those ones to get all those ones working correctly.